be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Good morning, everyone. It is like 8:30 in the morning, I think. I woke up super early because I was going to clean the house a bit before people woke up. That was a fail because I woke up at like 6:45, I think, and then immediately both kids also woke up. So I did not get to clean before everyone woke up because they woke up anyway. And now Solar's coming to say hi. She hears me recording. She always wants to have her face on camera. I try not to show them too much. But they immediately just hear me recording and they're like, yay, YouTube. Anyway, where was I? Yes, this morning's already been a bit of a fail. I woke up early so I could start cleaning, and then the kids woke up. So it's been a couple hours and still haven't really done anything. But we need to get some cleaning done. We do. This house has started to turn into a bit of a depression home. I'm not gonna lie, I've been dealing with some depression since I came home from the US, obviously dealing with the loss of my father and then having to come back to Korea after all of that. Solar keeps shaking the phone. It made me very sad, and then just didn't have the energy after that to deal with anything, and that's okay. It's not like disgusting. It's just a little, I don't know, a little dirty. It's more that there's just stuff kind of everywhere. And then the normal spring cleaning has to happen. So it's not like disgusting in here. It's just a little cluttered, I guess. Just toys everywhere. And we have some clothes that we washed a couple days ago, and it just kind of piled up. And everything's just sitting on the floor. So got to deal with that. And then the spring cleaning stuff would be like really deep cleaning the apartment and cleaning out on the balcony and just taking care of things that we haven't taken care of in a while, like cleaning our AC and stuff like that. I was trying to show you the AC, but you can't see it. It's right there. So dealing with that. What else? Yeah, mostly just cleaning today. Things also piled up a bit because everyone has been extremely sick. Yesterday was probably the first day where everybody felt okay. We were extremely sick for a long time. Since the St. Patrick's Day festival, that was March 15th, and now it is March 22nd. So it's been a while. Everybody's been super sick. It started with Haniel. He was throwing up and just very, very ill. And then it passed to me, and I was so bad. So bad. And then I had one day where I felt okay, and that was the day that you saw me go to book club. But then the next day I was sick again. I wasn't throwing up anymore, but just felt disgusting. You know that feeling like you feel like you're gonna throw up, but it never happens? That was me for days. For days, that's how I felt. Q as well felt like that, so he had a hard time moving around and doing anything. Solar, poor baby, she threw up like crazy. All over our rug that was in our living room, all over our bed, multiple times. So for the past few days, I have been washing our rug nonstop. I have been washing our blankets and our mattress cover on our bed. And every time it dries and I make the bed again, she throws up on it again. So just not great. So I'm gonna show you this. Don't judge. But there's our rug and blankets and just clothes everywhere over here that I have to deal with. So that's not from being depressed or anything. That's just because I keep having to wash this rug and the blankets and everything. And then the clothes you see are because I keep having to wash clothes, but then I have to wash a blanket. So I have to like put the clothes on the floor for a minute, dry the blanket, and then wash more clothes. It's just piling up like crazy. So I have to deal with all this stuff. And then we got a really deep clean. So this morning's already been a bit of a fail because I did not get to clean anything before the kids got up. And now Q is making so much noise. But we're still gonna do this. It's still nice and early, so we got some time. It looks like it's beautiful outside, so we're gonna try to clean as quickly as possible so that maybe we can do some stuff this afternoon with the kids. But let's get cleaning. Let's clean this up. Okay, so it is many hours later. It is like 5 p.m. What is going on with my hair? Go down. Oh, these little baby hairs drive me crazy. Anyway, it is so much later. Solar's taking a little nap right now. Q just went to the store to get some stuff for dinner. I don't know. We didn't get as much done today as I wanted to. I thought for sure we'd be able to completely deep clean the whole apartment in a few hours, and then we could take the kids out to play around lunchtime, and then we'd have a nice dinner later, and it just it took way longer than I thought it would to do some of the stuff we did today. We did clean all day. We didn't stop until it was lunchtime, and then we had some lunch and cleaned some more, but we did not get as much done as I wanted to. I did put all of our clothes away, finally cleaned up the clothes on the floor, hung everything up. I switched out our winter and spring clothes. So that's done. And then I washed a bunch of clothes as well because I had to wash a lot of the clothes that I had put away all year because I put them away at the end of summer and then I brought out our fall and winter clothes. So now that I'm bringing out the spring and summer clothes again, I have to wash them all. I only got to wash about half of them though because there's a lot. So I did wash those, but now our living room is kind of full of clothes again. I just got rid of them and now I have clothes back in our living room because they're hanging up and they're drying. And then what else? I cleaned our bedroom and I cleaned the kids' rooms. Q helped me clean, but the kids' rooms are kind of messy again because the kids saw that they had a clean space to play and then they immediately made it dirty again with all of their toys. I didn't get to clean outside yet. I really wanted to get that done today, but I think I'll have to do that tomorrow. And I didn't get to clean the kitchen as much as I wanted to. So I'm thinking instead of one day of spring cleaning, this is going to be a whole spring cleaning weekend. Tomorrow I did have book club. I was supposed to meet the other ladies at a nice little cafe in Songdo, but it's looking like nobody can go. A lot of our members are either on vacation or they are sick, so only a few of us could go. And now some of the people that for sure were going tomorrow are no longer going because they either got sick or their kids got sick. So I think I'm going to have to cancel it because I will probably be the only one that shows up. So I'm sad I don't get to go to that cafe and talk about this book that we were reading. But I'm kind of excited that I now have all day tomorrow free because that means that I can still do my spring cleaning, maybe plant some flowers outside, and tomorrow is supposed to be beautiful and super warm. So if I can rush and do some more tonight and do some tomorrow morning, then that means that tomorrow afternoon we can maybe go have a picnic or go to a park or something. So yeah, not the weekend I originally had planned, and today didn't turn out exactly how I had planned, but we did do a lot. Actually, we got a lot done. It's now just time to finish it all. I gotta really scrub that kitchen and finish washing the spring and summer clothes, and then finish doing some work outside. I want to clean up this little balcony and buy a couple chairs or something to go out there. So yeah, we will see what happens. Q is almost home, so then we're gonna eat dinner and see how much light is left and if I can clean out here a little bit. I'm just trying to get back on track. I feel like every year I do really well in the beginning of the year. I'm super motivated. I get my new journal every year and I journal every day for months. I'm so good at journaling in the beginning of the year. I literally will journal every day, sometimes multiple times a day, just to get everything down on paper. And I do really well with my workouts. I am constantly working out in the beginning of the year, at least an hour every day, sometimes more. And I go outside all the time. I'm just so active because I am really trying to get those good habits in the beginning of the year. And I keep them going for quite a while. And I'm just so inspired and motivated. But this year was different. This year was so different. I don't know why. Just the beginning of the year did not feel like a new year. I was not motivated at all. And I was not inspired at all. I got my new journal and I was like, I should be feeling amazing. And I'm excited I have a new journal, but I'm not feeling great about it. Like I don't have any inspiration. I'm not really motivated to really write in my journal. And that's a first for me. That hasn't happened in years. Pretty much since I started keeping a journal consistently. That has not happened. So I don't know what that was about. It just didn't feel like a good year, I guess. I don't know. And then I kept trying to push myself to get motivated and get that feeling that I usually have in the beginning of the year. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, that just like feeling of wanting to have the best year ever. And you really push yourself to do that. And like, it just wasn't happening. But I kept trying to push myself. And then I just fell into a deep depression kind of around when my father passed away. And, just traveling to the US, it kind of stopped things for me. Like, I was not prepared for that. Obviously, I was not prepared for my father passing away, and I just wasn't prepared to have to go to the US at that time. So, all of our plans for the year immediately got messed up. Because we were going to go to the US in the summer. I was planning that trip. I was so excited for that trip. And that's not going to happen now, probably. And we were planning a camping trip with the kids in January, and that's when my father passed. So we didn't do that with the kids. And, and then just being depressed and sad and unmotivated, like it all came together. And of course, it's like right in January, in the beginning of the year. And so I haven't done anything. Like, there's just been I don't want to say there's been no motivation, because I have been motivated, I guess, but it's just not happening. So I really got to get on track now. I really do. I gotta finish cleaning. I gotta start journaling in my journal. I gotta make some new journal entries, and get on that habit of working out. I gotta start that habit again. It's not that I'm never active. I still do little workouts sometimes. I still go on walks and stuff, but it's just not as much as I would usually do, because I usually would be waking up at like 4 a.m. and doing like a 1 hour workout, or at least walking on the treadmill for an hour, or taking a super long walk outside, or going hiking up mountains and stuff. Like, it just the level of activity that I've been doing lately has just not been the same as what it usually would be. And I can tell my body does not feel great. I'm not feeling great physically or mentally. So I really got to get out there. I gotta get all of my thoughts on paper. I gotta journal. I gotta go do some workouts, start hiking again. Maybe go camping a little bit now that it's getting warmer out, just to connect with nature a bit more and get the kids outside. And I think once this apartment is finally all clean and organized, it'll help ignore that sound you hear in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like a little musical sound. Hanyo's playing with a little wand in the playroom, and it makes noise every time you move it. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, I gotta get back on track. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Like, does anybody else feel like this year has just been different? Like, the beginning of the year just did not feel like a new start. It did not feel like the normal January that we get in the beginning of every other year, where you're super motivated and you're like, I'm gonna lose this much weight, and I'm gonna do these adventures, and I'm gonna start a new journal, and get a new job, whatever it might be. Like, I don't know. It just felt different to me this year. I feel like I've heard a lot of people talk on YouTube and TikTok about this year, but they always start off with, doesn't this year feel different to you? And then I'm like, yeah, it does. But then they say, this year is just so much better than any other year. I feel way more motivated than I ever have before. So I can't relate to that one, because this is the opposite for me. This is not a good year so far. So we got to fix that. We got to fix it. So to start it off, we're just doing the cleaning. So I think that should all be done by tomorrow, hopefully. So we're going to finish that up, and then I got to journal some more. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow, and buy some like healthier groceries, make a little workout plan, and just figure my shit out. Like, I just got to figure it all out and do it. Okay, so Q is almost home. I think I'm gonna try to clean something else before he gets here. And then we're gonna figure out what to do with the rest of the night. Looking good. We got our stove really dirty after we just cleaned. Looks good, babe. Good morning. It's the next day. We just cleaned most of the day yesterday, and then we had dinner, and everyone went to bed kind of early yesterday. And then we woke up this morning and immediately started cleaning again. I did more laundry. More. Believe it or not, we had more. We took the clothes up on the roof to dry for a while because I'm going to clean the balcony today. So I didn't want to put the clothes out on the balcony because they would get all dirty. So we are just all ready. It's supposed to be nice and warm today. So I put this nice spring shirt on. And the kids have some of their spring clothes on that I brought out yesterday. And I washed and they dried overnight. So now they get to wear them. So everyone looks nice and cute today and ready for spring, and we're gonna go out and maybe buy some flowers to put on the balcony and have some lunch. And yeah, everyone's ready to go. So let's go. I just finished planting some flowers. Haniel helped me. Thank you, Haniel. My hair's a little crazy because it was blowing around out there. It was so nice outside today. Such a nice day outside. It was beautiful and so warm. Nobody needed jackets. We all were wearing our spring clothes. It was so nice. We walked through a market and had some food and got a lot of flowers and some seeds to plant some veggies. I don't know if they're going to grow very well because I have very small containers. I should have bought new containers, but I don't know. I was being stubborn. I didn't really want to go buy more containers when I already had some little like plant pots and stuff already. So my hair. Yeah, I was being too stubborn, but I should have gotten different ones because I don't know if these vegetables are going to do too well in the pots that I already have. What is going on with my hair? Anyway, I'm very happy with our flowers. I now have 3 little pots. I don't know. 3 things of flowers outside. I would love to have more, so maybe we'll do that soon. The one bad thing though is that, well, in Michigan, our rainy season is in April. So you still can plant stuff before the rainy season starts, and then all the rain will help everything grow because it's not usually like too much rain. And then it only lasts a couple of weeks, and then everything is done. And everything starts growing and it's beautiful. We actually have a saying that says April showers bring May flowers. So all the rain in April will help all the flowers and the vegetables and stuff grow starting in May. Or you can start planting stuff around May. So a lot of people will plant flowers and vegetables right before or during Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is a Sunday in May. This year, I think it is May 11th, 12th. I can't remember what that Sunday is, but it's around that Sunday. So you'll see a lot of people planting around April or May. Some people do it a little earlier, some later. It kind of just depends on what they're planting and exactly where they live. But I think my grandpa would always plant his vegetables around April. And then in May is when I would plant like a flower garden for my mom, or she would do it. So we were always planting during these times. But in Korea, things get a little bit warmer sooner. So you can probably plant things around March, depending on what you're planting. And again, there are things that you can plant in March in the US too. It just depends on exactly what it is. But their rainy season doesn't happen until, what is it, June or July? I can't remember. July, I think. But the problem is that their rainy season lasts for a long time, and it is so much rain that it will kill everything you plant. So if I wait until like May to plant anything, if I don't put any flowers outside until May, we only get to enjoy them for a month. And then it rains and everything dies because it is so much rain and it does not stop. So, yeah, I have made that mistake a couple of times already in Korea, where I wait until like May and I plant some flowers. And I usually will plant seeds so I can watch the flowers grow, and it just makes me feel nice to plant them from seeds. And so by the time they grow up and they're flowers, grow up. I love how I said they grow up. But by the time that they are fully flowers and I can enjoy them, the rainy season comes and kills everything. I've also planted vegetables in Korea and had the same thing happen, where they all die immediately because of how much rain there is. So I'm trying to do it earlier this year to see what happens, because it looks like it's going to be warm from now on. So I think it's a good time to do it. And then we have a few extra months before the rainy season hits. So maybe we'll get to enjoy it a little longer this year. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just happy to have some flowers outside. I can look outside and see some right now, so it's making me happy. Anyway, it is getting late. It's like almost 6 p.m. and we got to eat. So I think we might just have some chicken or something fast. Just get some delivery. It's still so nice outside. I just ran to the store to get some snacks and drinks and stuff. Drinking an energy drink. I'm getting a little tired, but I want to stay up late tonight. On my way home. Good morning, everyone. It is now the next day. I have had a pretty productive morning so far, actually. I woke up early, got Hanyo everything he needed for school today. He had a field trip today, so I had to get a bunch of stuff ready for him. And I had my coffee, watched some YouTube videos I've been meaning to watch. I dyed my hair. I was trying to get the purple back into my hair a little bit, and it worked like a little bit, but I feel like this dye just doesn't really work. It keeps dyeing my hair either back to brown, or it dyes it like a reddish color. It just doesn't work, and it washes out so fast. I need to just buy the hair dye that I usually used in the US. It's my favorite. I use it all the time, but it is so much more expensive to order it here in Korea. I have to order it from the US, pay a little bit more for it than I would in the US, I think, and then pay the shipping, and it's just so much more expensive. So every time I want to dye my hair, I'm like, do I really want to wait for the shipping? It's going to take forever. Plus, do I want to spend this much money when it's so much cheaper to just buy that dye in the US when I'm there? But I always forget when I'm there. And so like I talk myself out of it, and I end up just buying dye here in Korea. And I've tried a few different ones, and they just never work. They never work. And I get so mad after. They either don't work at all, and my hair is still brown, and I went through the whole dyeing process for no reason. Or it's something like this, where it washes out after like 1 or 2 showers, and like it doesn't really dye it the color it should. Like it should be purple, but instead I have like maybe one strand of purple and everything else is kind of red or brown. It just doesn't really work. So anyway, I did that this morning. I was trying to fix the color in my hair, but it didn't really work. You can kind of see some purple on the top, which is funny because the top was like a dark brown because my roots had grown out. So that shouldn't have really turned purple. And then the rest of my hair was bleached before, or like already purple, so it should be purple. But it's just, it did the opposite. It's funny that you ate your yogurt? Okay, good job. It's funny that the brown part actually turned a little bit purple, but then the part that was lighter just went kind of back to brown or red. Anyway, all this to say, I'm gonna have to buy the hair dye that I usually use because I think I'm giving up on like the hair dye in Korea. What else did I do this morning? I cleaned a little bit, organized the kids' toys a little bit, washed the dishes, got Hanyul to school, and Solar just woke up and had some yogurt. Oppa's at school. Oh. Yeah. Appa's at work. Oh. And oh God, what else did I do? I've been like a little bit more productive this morning than I thought I would, actually. Did even a little bit of makeup because it makes me feel like I'm being more productive when I get ready. I had a plan today, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. I wanted to keep doing my spring cleaning because I didn't get to fully finish. And I have a few more things I wanted to plant. I realized yesterday that I actually have packets of lavender seeds that I've been wanting to plant. And I didn't save any planters for those, any of the pots that I have for plants. So I have to go back to Daiso and buy some more, why am I forgetting the name? Buy some more plant pots, flower pots, I don't know, so I can plant these lavender seeds. But the air quality today is super bad. It's really bad. That's one crappy thing about living in Korea, is that in the spring the air quality gets really bad and it's hard to go outside, especially if you're someone like me who has asthma, or like I get nervous about the kids. And like my app and all the news things are like, don't go outside today. So I thought maybe I'd just put a mask on me and a mask on Solar, and we'd just quickly go to Daiso and come home. But then I realized that I'm going to have to sit outside to plant this stuff, and it's going to take me a little while. And while I'm outside, I either have to bring Solar with me outside, or I have to leave all of our windows and our door open, because Solar likes to lock me outside when I go outside. She's done it to me and Q a couple of times, and we always have to crawl through one of our smaller windows to get back inside. Thankfully, she can't reach those windows, so she can't lock us out completely, but we always have to be sure that either one of us is inside so we can let the other one back in, or if we're alone with Solar, we have to make sure that we open up all of the windows so that if she does lock us outside, we can crawl through another window and make sure that those are all unlocked. So, yeah. But if it's that bad outside, if the air quality is that bad, then we should not be sitting outside planting flowers, and I should not be having all of our windows open, because then all of that bad air is going to come inside, and we don't have an air purifier. I'm pretty sure I can use this AC as an air purifier, but I don't know how. And I don't think Q knows how either. Everything's in Korean, and I have a hard time translating that stuff. Or if you ask people, they also were like, I'm pretty sure you can, but I don't know how to. So I never can figure it out. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing today. That was going to be the end of our vlog. I was going to take you with me to Daiso, get those flower pots, plant the lavender, and just have a nice relaxing morning doing that. And spending time with Solar, maybe stopping at a cafe really fast. But now I'm a little worried about going outside. You can kind of see, I can't show you because it's like kind of dark outside and you're not going to be able to see it. But you can kind of see in the air that the air just does not look good. So I'm not sure. And I'm thinking Hanyul's field trip either got canceled because of the air quality or they're like cutting it short. I keep getting messages about it and I'm having to like translate them each really slowly. I do know that they messaged late last night and they said the air quality is looking pretty bad, so make sure your child brings a mask to wear on the field trip so they can wear a mask outside. But now it's looking so bad that I'm pretty sure they're just canceling it altogether. So yeah, probably should not be outside planting flowers. So, what else should we do today, Solar? Walk? I was going to go on a walk. That was going to be my exercise for today. I was going to go on a walk this morning. Take a stupid hot girl walk for stupid mental health. Get some exercise in. And then come back and plant the flowers. But the air's not good enough. We can't go outside. Uh-oh. All right, so I'm gonna try to figure out if I'm just gonna end the vlog now with nothing else going on, or if I'm gonna take you outside anyway, or if we're gonna do something else. All right, so I already have an update. Sorry, right when I start recording, of course. They're being so loud. Sometimes in Korea, there's like trucks that drive by with like an announcement playing, and it's so loud. They do it during election times to talk about the candidates, and they just drive down your streets. But then there's also like it's like collecting scrap metal and stuff like that, or like broken electronics and stuff. So they'll drive down your street in these trucks and just like announce their phone number and maybe how much they're willing to pay, and they just drive around, and it's so loud, and they do it all the time. At our old apartment, they used to do it constantly, and they do it so early and wake everyone up, and it was so annoying. Here they don't do it as much, and they do it later. It's like 10 a.m. I think right now, so it doesn't wake anyone up, but of course I press record and right away they're like announcing so loud over their like little speaker they have on their car. Anyway, what was I saying? I have an update. So it looks like we are not going outside at all. I got a message from Hanyul's teacher, and she was saying that they did cancel the field trip. They're just going to do activities inside because they had told everyone to bring masks because they were going to have the kids wear the mask, and then they were going to shorten the trip a little bit so that the kids weren't exposed to the bad air as much. But then it was like the government sent a message to the schools that said that the fine dust or the micro dust levels are so bad today, starting at around like 9 a.m. It's so bad that you can't do any activities outside. So like all outside activities and field trips and stuff need to be canceled. So of course they immediately canceled it. They're like, we cannot go outside today. So yeah, I just feel like if it's like that big of a warning that the fine dust is so bad right now, then like I should listen to it. I should not be taking solar outside. So yeah, we're not going out today. I never thought I'd live in a place where even if it's warm out and the weather seems beautiful, like we just can't go outside. We can't go outside, not even because of weather or anything. We can't go outside because the air pollution levels. Like I never thought that I would live somewhere like that, and it's so frustrating. I mean, there are worse things in the world that people have to go through, but it's frustrating that there are days where you're all ready to go out and do stuff with your kids, but then you can't do it, or schools have field trips and stuff and they can't go out, and it's just because of the like air quality. I forgot what I was saying for a second. The fine dust levels. Yeah, so not good to be breathing that in. We're gonna have to stay inside. So I guess that just means more of a cleaning day for me. But I just have some like deep cleaning to do, like on the floor and stuff, like clean the floors, maybe clean our sink a little bit better. So nothing to show you. So I'm just gonna end the vlog now. Hopefully in a couple days the air quality gets better, and we'll be able to enjoy the spring weather a bit more. Although I feel like right when the air quality gets better, it's gonna get a little colder again. I think that the weather for like this weekend is pretty cold. So, not looking forward to that. I was excited that it was finally really warm spring weather. My poor flowers are probably gonna suffer now that it's gonna get cold again, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought, and now I'm just rambling because I'm panicking that I have to just end the vlog and there's nothing else going on. But I'm going to end the vlog, play with solar, clean a little bit more, and hopefully in a couple days I'll be able to go get those planters, plant some lavender, and just go outside more. I was all ready for it. Take our walks for our mental health and figure all that stuff out. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to journal today. I'm going to journal. Make me journal. I'm going to journal. So, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Enjoy this lovely spring weather if you can and you live somewhere where there is no fine dust warnings. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.